Good morning, students. How are you all? Hope you must be keeping well and studying at home. Children, in today's video class, we shall study the second poem of the book First Flight. The name of this poem is Fire and Ice, which has been beautifully composed by Robert Frost. So, student, first and foremost, let us know something about the poet Robert Frost. Student Robert Frost was a famous American poet. He was born in San Francisco on March 26, 1874. His father belonged to New England and his mother was a Scottish immigrant from Edinburgh. And student, this poem, Fire and Ice, was published in New Hampshire in 1923. This collection gave him the Pulitzer Prize, students. Now, let me tell you the introduction of the poem. Students, Robert Frost's poem, Fire and Ice, expresses the profound idea that this world would end in either of two ways. Students, either by ice or by fire. And both the components are compared with self destructing human emotions, hatred, and desire. So, student, the poem very artistically underpins the philosophy that we let our emotions rule us, and if we don't control them, they will surely destroy everything around us. Similarly, students, he thinks fire and ice both are just as competent in bringing the world to a catastrophic end. So, let us see what the poem says. Student, the poem says like this, that some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if I had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction eyes is also great and would suffice. So, student, this poem has been divided into two stanzas. Let us see what is the meaning of the first stanza and what does poet say in the first stanza. Student, in the first stanza, the poet is saying that this existing world actually will come to an end one day, and people are divided on this issue. Do you know what is the issue? Some people believe that this world will end in fire. Fire of passions and fire of desire will lead to the end of the world. But some people think that this world will end in ice. Cold reasoning and hate will lead this world to destruction. However, students, the poet has experienced passions of love and desire. Students, he supports those who believe that fire of passions and desire will lead to the destruction of this existing world. So let us see what a poet says in the second stanza. Second stanza, the lines are of second stanza are, but if I had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. So here, student, perish means to destroy, and suffice means be sufficient. So just see what poet says. Student, poet is saying fire can bring the destruction of the existing world. But if this existing world has to be destroyed not once but twice, then ice is strong enough to do this job. Which job? The destruction of the world. Student poet has seen and experienced enough of hatred in this world. Cold reasoning devoid of human feelings, means without human feelings, only produce hatred. And this cold reasoning, student, poet is saying, is just like ice only. So let us see, student, what are the literary poetic devices which have been used in this poem. Student, the first one is the rhyming scheme of the poem is ABA, ABC, and BCB. The poetic device is assonance. Student, what is assonance? It is the repetition of vowel sounds in same line. Means the repetition is at different places in different words. Like, student, you can see the long sound of O in which sentence? I hold with those who favor fire. So here the which sound is prominent? O sound. So which poetic device has been used here? Assonance. Second is alliteration. Alliteration, everyone knows. Alliteration is the repetition of a consonant sound at the start of two or more closely placed words, like the sound of F in favor fire, right? Or W in world will, right? The next one is, students, imagery. Imagery is used to make readers perceive things involving their five senses. Example, some say the world will end in fire. To say that for destruction ice is also great. Student, one more poetic device has been used here, and that is personification. Student, the poet personifies fire and ice by giving them power. Which power? To destroy anything. So hope you must have understood this beautiful and a small poem. Thank you, students.